मेरे साथ इंडियन इंडस्ट्री के दिग्गज LNT के AM नाइक जुड़ रहे हैं, जिन्होंने देश की सबसे बेहतरीन इंजीनियरिंग और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी बनाई और उनका मानना है कि इससे उन्होंने देश भी बनाया है। मिस्टर नाइक, जी बिजनेस से बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आपने अपनी नई किताब निकाली है, बायोग्राफी है, जिसका नाम है नेशनलिस्ट। क्यों आपने इसका नाम नेशनलिस्ट रखा है? आजकल काफी लोग कहते हैं नेशनलिज्म इजंट समथिंग यू कैरी ऑन योर स्लीव। अगर आप नेशनलिस्ट हैं, आप नेशनलिस्ट है, अपनी छाती खोल के बोलिए, पर सबको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। आपकी बुक का नाम नेशनलिस्ट क्यों है?
वो मैंने नहीं दिया है। That book name is not given by me, it is given by Minhaj Merchant, the writer. Once he went through all the scripts, I mean, all the material he had, he read through it, till that time the title was not fixed. He interviewed me 8-10 times, or rather chatted with me, and later on he was toying with 3-4 titles. One of them was the patriotic, one of them was nationalist, and all that, and finally he decided nationalist along with the publisher. So the name given in the book is not my doing, but from what I have done in all my life, and right from my childhood, my thoughts, my dreams of what I wanted to do in life, I think he came to feeling that this is more appropriate. But as I said, it is not me who has given the name.
ठीक है, नाम आपने नहीं दिया हो, पर उनको भी लगा होगा कि कुछ आपके जहन में था। आप भी कह रहे हैं बचपन से आप हमेशा चाहते थे कि मैं कुछ ऐसा करूं जिससे मेरा देश आगे बढ़े। तो आपको लगता है कि सबके लिए सच है कि सिर्फ कुछ ही लोग हैं आपके जैसे जिनके लिए सच है कि वो जो भी काम करते हैं सोचते हैं कि देश की बढ़त हो जिससे पहले अपनी बढ़त हो?
हमारा तो पहले से प्रिंसिपल है कि फर्स्ट नेशन, सेकंड द कंपनी, and third yourself. You can see I have an Indian flag here. You can see there is an Indian flag there. On every table of mine is an Indian flag. It is not for showing because nobody comes in my office. But it reminds me that you are supposed to do the national duty first. When I was a student, you know, I used to think of which company will give me that spirit of nationalism or national feeling. Because my grandfather 120 years ago was a gold medalist. He started a Gurukul school and he served for nearly 60 years with the poor scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, backward area in a small village. My father, under Gandhiji's influence, went back from Mumbai when 99% people come to Mumbai. He went away and started a school, or rather became a principal of the school which was starting. Now that left a lot of impression and impact in my mind. What am I going to do? My two generations have served between them 100 years in the rural India, where rural India was hugely backward compared to today, right? So they have taken all kinds of difficult situation with them. My sister, of course, filled in a gap by becoming a teacher, but then I was wondering, I am an engineer, what am I going to do? This was partly the reason why I became IMA chairman and accepted to really contribute something for the education. But Larsen Toubro is the only company I dreamed of. I am talking now 55 years ago, which would give me that feeling or a platform, because L&T had a plan to build projects, had a plan to build very critical equipment for the national really prime projects, whether it is nuclear reactor, later on nuclear, submarine, whatever. So I felt greatly that somehow I must get into L&T. I could not because I was not IIT graduate. My father went back to village, he told me go to Vallavidhyanagar, I went to Vallavidhyanagar. But destiny brought me to India, it's a long story, but the fact that I was in L&T in 18 months out of graduation, and I'm just finishing up my 33 years, or rather finished 53 years, not 33, 53.
तो आपने अपनी किताब में भी लिखा है कि मैं 53 इयर्स मैंने L&T में काम किया है, पर 100 साल से ज्यादा मैंने L&T में काम किया है.
My average working day had been 15 to 16 hours a day.
तो आपने कहा कि ये मेरा मंदिर था. It was my temple. I went to माई ऑफिस एज माई टेम्पल। अब आपके पास सडनली थोड़ा ज्यादा टाइम होगा अपने हाथों में, तो अब आप क्या करेंगे? एक नया मंदिर ढूंढेंगे?
ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है, मैं बहुत कुछ और कर सकता हूँ। सोशल वर्क, फिलैंथ्रोपी, मेंटरिंग, promoting new project which is not mainstream L&T, restructuring L&T, delayering L&T, lot of thing I have by which I work about 40 hours a week. But remember, I used to work 70, 75 hours a week. So to at that extent, I have come down, but it is still a full-time work for most people.
डेफिनेटली। अब सर सक्सेशन प्लानिंग की बात करते हैं। आपने पहले से ही बोल दिया था कि L&T में प्रॉपर सक्सेशन प्लानिंग होगी। आपने अपना सक्सेसर मिस्टर सुब्रमण्यम को अनॉइंट कर दिया है, पर फिर भी आप अभी नॉन एग्जीक्यूटिव चेयरमैन की कैपेसिटी में है। व्हाई वाज़न्ट देयर अ क्लीन ब्रेक? आपने अभी भी आप जुड़े हुए हैं कंपनी के साथ, क्यों ये कंपनी को जरूरत थी?
One thing is the company को जरूरत थी. It is a decision of the board and also quite a lot of shareholders who demanded that there must be continuity up to a point. Once we see 2 to 3 years that the company is doing very well and the next CEO, which is Mr. Subramaniam, who I have mentored for 10 years, is an outstanding man and he will do a good job. But the clean break was not in the interest of the shareholders and not in the interest of all stakeholders. That is what the board thought. As far as I am concerned, for me, L&T is my life. And I have said devotion, passion, conviction, and commitment are my 4 principles on which I have built my career. And therefore, if anybody tells me do this for Larsen Toubro, whether you come to work, don't come to work, it is like enthused with me that I am still mentally and emotionally connected
to L&T. That's great, sir. पर मैं ये सवाल इसलिए पूछ रही हूँ कि अभी हमने रिसेंटली सक्सेशन प्लानिंग में कुछ एपिसोड्स देखे हैं कॉर्पोरेट इंडिया में, चाहे वो इन्फोसिस हो जहाँ एक आउटसाइड प्रोफेशनल को लाया गया था, या वो टाटा साइरस मिस्त्री का किस्सा हो। कोई डाउट है, क्योंकि लोग आप सवाल उठाते हैं, आपको कुछ लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस है क्या? क्यों आपको जरूरत पड़ती है?
As I said, I did not decide that. It was a decision collectively of the board and some of the shareholders. But I have no doubt about our succession plan is very robust. It has been done very smoothly. Even the media did not have any doubt or did not raise any speculation. So I have no doubt that the new team will work well. The team is anyway 6 out of 7 I have nurtured, I have mentored. So they are really a team created over a period of time with my association. And now I am working for the future of L&T. I am not interfering into day-to-day affair. In fact, that is done by the CEO. But I am mentoring Team 2. Team 1 is over. Team 2 and Team 3. Team 2 is of 45-year age around. Team 3 is 35-year age around. So that when this team is retiring, sometime in next 8 to 10 years, the next team is ready. 75-80% of them will come on the board, and Team 3 will be ready by 2030. And therefore, up to 2040, I want to build leaders so that the L&T is strong.
ठीक है, मिस्टर नायक, आप हमें ये बता सकते हैं कि जो आपका नॉन एग्जीक्यूटिव चेयरमैन कैपेसिटी है, उस पे आपने कहा मेंटरिंग करेंगे, इसके अलावा आपका क्या मैंडेट है? आप क्या करेंगे, क्या करना चाहते हैं L&T के लिए?
I had foreseen, or rather I had planned an alumina plant. It is not a mainstream of L&T activities and will not be also. So if the government gives us the mining license, which it should, because we are already in the queue, or rather we are already ripe for getting it, then we'll create an alumina plant worth 10,000 crores or 9,000 crores. And then we'll sell it. I think we will make quite a handsome profit. And that will be my, you can say, another act to Larsen Toubro of giving them some value
for the product, for what you create.
And it is not interfering with the CEO role because it is not going to be part of L&T.
ठीक है, सर, अभी जो L&T है वो 50 साल पहले वाली L&T से बहुत डिफरेंट है। जो आपने जहाँ
20 साल पहले वाली L&T से भी बहुत डिफरेंट
है। सर, अब ये कंपनी इतनी बड़ी है, इतने डाइवर्सिफाइड इंटरेस्ट हैं, और योर बूथ्स आर वेरी बिग टू फिल। आपको क्या लगता है यहाँ से आगे जाके क्या डायरेक्शन रहेगा L&T का? इस समय जब प्राइवेट केपेक्स बिल्कुल थम गया है, आपकी कंपनी can compete with the best in the world when it comes to technology and engineering capabilities. पर जब इन्वेस्टमेंट ही नहीं है, जब आपका बिजनेस इतना बड़ा है, क्या करना चाहिए एल&टी को? यहाँ आप कह रहे हैं एल्यूमिनियम प्लांट बनाएंगे जिसको आप बेच देंगे, आपको लगता है कि कंसोलिडेशन होगा?
प्लांट तो बनाना है ना, 6,000 crore plant it will be just the plant, and to create that plant, visualize that plant, engineer that plant, technologically advanced plant, and then sell it for a value which will bring profit to the company, apart from the fact that L&T will build capabilities to put the alumina plant. But that is only one part of the story. You see, we have opened new territories in Africa, East Africa and South Africa. And we have opened, and North Africa. And we have opened Far East now, Central Asia, that is the Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan and all that, where we will do projects, something which we did not do before, because India is not necessarily at the peak because of the private investment not being there. We need more work to come from outside. At the same time, oil price went down, so the Middle East have gone down, and therefore we had to go through a temporary period of stabilize operation but cut the cost, increase the profit. So if you see our second quarter result, we have increased the profit of more than 19%.
Yes, that's true.
Although our sales have gone up by about 8%. It will still go up by 10%, you know, this year. But for us, 10% is, I mean, if you go to the Western world and I said I'm not growing fast enough, at 10% they get up and says,
oh, wow.
I salute you. I mean, we grow at 2%, 3%. But in Indian market, we are used to double-digit growth. Therefore, it may look like that. But otherwise, L&T's volume has gone up to 1,25,000 crore. And we still have an order backlog of 2,75,000 crore, 2-year order backlog. So I think we are not in a weak wicket.
No,
the fact that we
not,
could,
sir.
the fact that we could have been a stronger wicket.
Yeah. What I'm trying to understand is, sir, what is the strategy from here on? You're de-risking yourself. If the Middle East slows down, you're going in other territories. But what is the strategy? Do you want to consolidate particular businesses, concentrate on high-value, high-technology areas, get out of areas which are not working for you? There are many road projects.
See, that I have been doing for a long time. In other words, nearly 17, 18 small business, non-core businesses, demerge of cement, selling ready mix, all that I have done. There is still a lot more to be done, and I am also very much doing that because I don't want that to interfere with running of a main company, something which is not going to be part of L&T. So I am already involved in demerger of some of the businesses to sell, restructure, de-layer the company, reduce one layer, make it more simple, to relatively simple to manage. And I think this will go well. And our future, we see, and we have created a special group now for defense and taken one of the person on the board who is running currently a cement business, first time in 80 years. So that shows that we see a future in defense.
Yes.
Second, today's technology, smart world. We have started a smart world group. We have 70% market share, but we think it will exponentially grow as time comes. So we are prepared for that. By the way, in defense, we have created 7 factories ahead of time. So today we have done the maximum investment. And we will continue to build a very complex infrastructure project. The one which we have taken now across the Bombay to New Bombay Bridge. I mean, there are not many companies in the world can do it. Let's be clear, 22 kilometers across water to build a bridge is not something which many can do. In India, nobody can do.
Yes, sir.
We just concluded a deal for the welding electrodes. We sold it. And that has gone about 2-3 months ago or 1 month ago. Then we have sold earlier our foundry. And so we continue to do it, but it happens as it happens.
Okay. So talking of employees, L&T is perhaps the first in the country. जो आप एक employee trust holding लेके आए to ring fence from takeovers from other companies. आपने एम्प्लॉयज को स्टेक होल्डर बनाया है अपनी कंपनी में। सर, इसकी क्यों जरूरत थी? आपको क्यों लगता है कि एक ओनरशिप डाइवर्सिफाइड होनी चाहिए कंपनी अच्छी चलने के लिए?
इसलिए कि वी हैड नो होल्डिंग। यू सी मिस्टर लार्सन, मिस्टर टूब्रो एंड मिस्टर देसाई were the promoter, but they sold their stake early, and therefore no promoter had any share. They did not exist also in the management, and therefore we were always in the eyes of the storm. Company was good, people saw value in it. They think they can extract more value with a better management, entrepreneurship, smart leadership, dynamism, whatever. And we did have that kind of a threat for more than, you can say, 15 years, right? And in the bargain, the employees have always a worry where they will be after, let's say, tomorrow morning when you wake up, or 1 month from now. So when that opportunity came out of seemingly very, you can say, seemingly conflicting situation with Grasim, we finally sold cement at good price. They went on to become the largest and the best cement company. That freed us from diversified mind. Our mind was distracted. So we came back to build our engineering prowess. And at the same time, the company was split into cement and engineering. And the engineering company was bought over with the help of the central government intervention by our trust, the foundation which I myself formed, and we took the 15% share there. Today they are worth 21,000 crore, and we made sure that the management is not part of the trust.
Okay.
Because management should do their role,
employees should have stake,
and the ownership should do their work. So now that I have come out of management, I am now the chairman of the trust.
ठीक है। आपने अपनी बुक में भी इसके बारे में जिक्र किया है। ये जो टेक ओवर बैटल हुआ था बिरला से पहले, रिलायंस ने भी एक इंटरेस्ट दिखाया था। तब आपके मन में क्या थॉट्स थे? आपको कुछ डर था L&T की इंटेग्रिटी की, वर्किंग की, प्रोफेशनलिज्म में? तब आपको क्या लगा और आपने इसको कैसे हैंडल किया?
मुझे डर तो कभी किसका भी नहीं लगा। I had a little apprehension as to what will happen to a long-standing company which wants to become very, very strong in future. What will happen to employees? So I had a concern, not a fear. And I think with the best of relationship, both with Reliance Group and Grasim or a Birla Group, I think I was a mediator, actually. I was not one who fought in Reliance time. And they had a full faith in me. And L&T, I was anyway most loyal man. So we tried to see what we can do. When it did not happen due to varieties of reason, they sold the shares to Mr. Birla. And as I told you, what seemingly adversely started ended up to be a win-win situation. Today, both of them are our best client. We are working with Reliance for more than 35 years, cost plus, which is not heard of in Indian industry, and we enjoy the best relationship. I salute for their entrepreneurship, and they think we are doing a good job.
But sir, जब ये सब बात चल रही थी, रिलायंस का आई एम श्योर इंटेंशन रहा था कि एक अच्छी कंपनी है, हमें इसमें कुछ होल्डिंग होनी चाहिए। तब कोई कंसर्न्स थे? उन्होंने अपना स्टेक सेल फाइनली कर दिया, उन्होंने अपनी होल्डिंग बिरलास को बेच दिया, फिर वो बिजनेस डीमर्ज हो गया।
बिरला से ले ली।
हाँ, तो वो आपने डीमर्ज कर दिया। पर जब रिलायंस आपकी कंपनी को परख रहा था, तब आपको लगा कि कुछ तालमेल नहीं बैठेगा यहाँ? तब कुछ कंसर्न था?
नहीं, I think it's a old story now, 25-year-old. And I don't want to go back into history because I don't even remember what happened day to day. I also was not on the board. This started in 87. I came on the board in 89. I think it is best to say we ended whatever we ended well. We may have started with a little hostile attitude, but finally we created win-win for all companies. All are doing well, fortunately. And among very few companies, maybe 5 or 7 which are doing well in private sector, all 3 of us are there. And that shows that things could be always thought to be better.
And is that a reason why you all friends now? Because it all ended
No,
well for everyone?
I never made adversity with anyone. I think throughout the process, we did everything which was good for each company, but at the same time, we never disturbed the relationship.
ठीक है सर, आपकी बुक में पढ़ रही थी और इसमें आपने अपने डैड से काफी इंस्पिरेशन ली। आपके फादर ने कहा कि अगर आप सही हो तो डरो मत और जो करो अच्छी से करो, कमिटमेंट आपकी अच्छी रहनी चाहिए। आपने ये भी कहा अपनी किताब में कि L&T मेरी ड्रीम जॉब थी, और आप इस ड्रीम जॉब में इतनी देर तक रहे। आपने ये भी मेंशन किया कि पहले आपको जल्दी जल्दी प्रमोशंस मिले, फिर कुछ स्टैग्नेशन आया। आपकी ड्रीम जॉब थी, पर आपने कभी सोचा कि मैं यहाँ से कहीं और देखूं, क्योंकि आप स्टैग्नेट
I tell you, it's a very good question, because when I joined in 65 until 74, I had 6 promotions in 9 years. I did exceedingly well. I was not a non-IITian, therefore from day one I could not come. But against IITian, I went far ahead. Similarly, against people who came from America and Germany and all that, by sheer devotion, passion, conviction and commitment. 16 hours a day, not many people can work.
I'm sure so.
I married, and 21 years I did not take a leave, when my wife was 18 and I was 22. So, not many can do that. My wife supported me throughout. And the fact that I used to come home at 12 and sometimes not at all, because there was no bus, I didn't have a car, I didn't have any mode of transport. And public transport was just closing down at 1 o'clock. So I think we have gone through a lot of struggle. And I personally feel, looking back, that possibly I overdid that. I should have spent little more time with the family and made them also feel part of the overall सक्सेस स्टोरी।
नेशन बिल्डिंग के लिए बहुत योगदान दिया है। अब आपको इंडिया की ग्रोथ कैसी लग रही है, और आपको लगता है कि अब मोदी जी के नीचे ये देश कहाँ पहुंचेगा? आपको लगता है कि वो अच्छे रिफॉर्म्स कर रहे हैं? आप इंडिया के लिए क्या देख रहे हैं आगे चल के?
So there is a huge opportunity to build GDP, gross domestic product. As we say, it took us a long time to do first $1 trillion. It took us 13 years to build second trillion. And then I think the third trillion, as yesterday, or rather the day we opened the book was said, will be in 7-8 trillion, 7-8 years. And the fourth trillion may be in 5 years. So there is a great opportunity. I think we all have to work with honesty, sense of purpose, clear direction, dynamism, and make sure that we are devoted to that cause.
सर, ये सरकार की जो फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम्स हैं, मेक इन इंडिया और जो इंडिजिनस प्रोडक्शन ऑफ डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट, ये बहुत अच्छे आइडियल्स हैं, पर इनमें काम थोड़ा स्लो हो रहा है। आपको लगता है अब ये रफ्तार पकड़ेंगे और इसमें L&T कितना कुछ योगदान कर पाएगा?
L&T was from the beginning Make in India. When hardly any company could make nuclear reactor, we got involved in building India's first nuclear reactor in 1965, 52 years ago. Okay? And we delivered it in 71. And since then, almost all the nuclear reactors of India have been built by us. 1975, we got involved in space program. And we have manufactured right from 100 kilo satellite launch to now 4-ton and 5-ton with multiple satellite, and one of the launch had 104 satellite. We have come some way. We participated in mission to the moon, mission to the Mars. Then we built nuclear submarine. I mean, 6 companies in the world can do it. So we are already in a Make in India program deeply for more than 4 decades before this so-called phrase of Make in India was even coined. I see a great future for the country in any case. We have to work hard, and I think we should take up program what we can successfully implement. We should not have too many programs and then all remain not necessarily perfectly implemented and you get return. So I wish, I have a full faith in the leadership of Narendra Bhai, and I am sure he will do a good job.
Thank you so much, Mr. Naik, for speaking with us. It's Zee
Thank you.
Business.
Thanks.